Hey, welcome back to Pete Plays. Here we're playing Dragon Quest VI, and we're ghosts, and we're hurt, and everything's just going pretty poorly. So we're gonna have to unghost, and then get some stuff, and then re-ghost, and then try it all again. So... Alright, we just gotta fight some big faces here. Faces, big faces. Ow. Nah. Oh. He did a protege. Okay, he's back. Zebedee. So, man, I know this is mega annoying, but like, you know, sometimes that's just what happens in games. And so we need to go and obtain... I mean, partly we just need to, like, level up and grind, and that's something that we'll do, like, as we walk on the journey. But also we need to get some antidote stuff that will help us quite a bit. We need to... Get out of here, dog. Oh... We need more medical herbs. We've got a ton of cash. But I forgot we gotta go all the way back through here. Oh man. So this is gonna be a little bit of just a talking episode. Nothing too much interesting happening. But one thing I thought, oh no, One thing I thought I would talk about is, yep, I've got one more medical herb. No, I've got 8 more. Can I just use it? Man, the menuing in this game. No! I just wasted it! Oh my goodness. Holy moly. That stunk. That was no fun. Item. Medical herb. Use. Okay. Heal my wounds. I wanted to talk about a platonic dialogue I'm reading. And a question that it sort of brings up that I find really interesting. The dialogue is the Gorgias, or sometimes called the Gorgias. But Gorgias, it doesn't really matter, but Gorgias is a Latinized pronunciation. In Greek, it most likely would have been called the Gorgias. And Gorgias was a person. He was, I believe he was a sophist. I've got a book here that, just fight, my guy. I've got a book here. A pre-Socratics reader, Selected Fragments. And they have Gorgias here, under the Sophists. Gorgias of Leontini in Sicily. He was a contemporary of Protagoras. He was born around 490. He described himself as a teacher of rhetoric. He was famous for his speeches, and he came to Athens on a diplomatic mission in 427, which would have been around the time that Socrates would have been doing some teaching and things in Athens. Oh, there's my casket. Is this... Oh, this is the house. This is the... Okay. And the Platonic dialogue... I don't really know much about the historicity of the dialogue itself, but knowing how a lot of these things worked, it's unlikely that this... Oh, man. It's unlikely that this exchange actually took place, although it may have. It may have taken place and then, like, not really been the way that it was in the dialogue, right? Like, it's sometimes hard to know. Is there a town? Oh, boy. Oh, that's... Oh, we're gonna run. Bye. Man, I wish there was a closer town than having to walk all the way back. I wonder if I could use... I don't think I have another Wing of the Wyvern. Oh, I do. Let's go to Rydok. Wah! Okay. So anyway, basically, it's a conversation between Socrates and Gorgias about the nature of, like, what it means to learn. Cure poison. Yes. Let the poison be drawn from his body. Poison no more. Yeah. Revive, my boy. If he is revived with poison, I'm gonna be unhappy. Yeah, baby. Okay, he's back most of the way. He didn't get his magic points back, though, so we're gonna have to sleep in the inn. So, like, I don't know, where's the bit? In the intro to the Gorgias, it seems to be, is there a technique to being able to learn, right? Like, and this is something that Plato takes up through the character of Socrates many times. In the Phaedo, he talks about the transmigration of souls, and in the Meno, he talks about learning and intelligence as recollection, right? Like, you let's get rid of some things. Leather cap. Text. Okay. Let's get rid of the spear. Text. Okay, let's see what Hassan has here. The stone axe. Text! Is there anything in the sack I want to sell? Yeah, the leather armor and the leather shield. Okay. Now I want to buy a bunch of antidote herbs. No, that's not what I wanted. Oh well. How many do I think? I'm gonna get like 6, right? I surely purchased it. more antidote herb. We'll put it in the sack. Ba 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 ba. One more. What does full moon herb do? I wonder if that gives you back. I wonder if that gives you back magic points. I should look that up. Oop. Hey Siri. What does full moon herb do in Dragon Quest VI?
Orbs are very powerful and are used to summon dragons from the summoning altar. This answer is from Helpship.
Full moon herb, Dragon Quest VI. Ah, removes paralysis. Okay. So still... well, you know, I might as well get one. No, what? Talk. Welcome to my item store. You can purchase things here. I want you to have all of the things you need. Okay. Well, let's see if there's any... What do you got? Ooh, armor. I think I have... Yeah. I think I have all the... Oh, Hassan can get scale armor. And that'll be better for him. Yeah. Scale armor, thank you. Who will take it? Hassan! Do you want to equip it now? You bet I do. Leave. Don't think he's gonna have any good weapons for me, but... Oh, Bran could use the boomerang and it would be better. Yes. Bran equipped the boomerang and it made him less stylish. He is a fool. Anyway, is there a technique to learning? And this is something that I think has really fascinated philosophers. You know what? I should have gotten more Wings of the Wyvern, because then I could just fly to places. I'm going to get just a couple more. It's weird, because it's kind of like, how do you know? This is the problem of the Mino. How do you know what it is you've learned? You want to know something. So how do you know that when you find something, it is the thing that you have learned? And it seems like a weird question, and it kind of is. But I think based on like the way that they would have understood, let's get one more Wing of the Wyvern. Based on the way that they would have understood like how knowledge works, it makes sense for them. Because it's this sort of, well, like, knowledge is something that you apprehend, right? You grab hold of, you grasp. An idea is something that is seen and like kind of comes into the field of vision, right? And this fits with the idea that the Greeks thought of vision as a sort of long distance touching, which is why it was offensive to see someone in a state of undress or in a state of, you know, in like a shameful position to see them, right? This is why some of the stories of why the prophet Tiresias was blind was one of them is that he saw Athena bathing. And that is it's a scandal, and it's sort of an affront to Athena, because that seeing her was like kind of like touching her, right? So we should use a Wing of the Wyvern to see where it can get us. Life cut is where I don't think we can go any farther. We just gotta... we just gotta make our way there. So it makes sense with the way that the Greeks would have thought about it, right? There's a sort of like going and getting, like, well, how do I know that this thing that I've gone to get is the thing that I'm looking for? Many other philosophers have attempted to solve this problem. Hume will, based on Locke, will talk about sense impressions and the way that we order sense impressions. Kant will talk about how there will be content that is, yo, that boomerang is baller. There will be content that comes in and is sort of filtered through the magical matrix of how our mind works. And then it'll like give us an image based on like how our mind filters all of that information, right? Lonergan is going to talk about insight. He thinks that there is this sort of moment of gratification that our minds, when we put together things in a certain arrangement, when we put together ideas in a certain arrangement, we go like, and it is almost like gratifying to us in a way. It's noticeable in the way that, like, when a puzzle piece clicks into place, you're kind of like, oh, yeah, that's really good. So Gorgias is in many ways going to be about that, but also it's going to be about something that Plato through Socrates is going to talk a lot about, which is, oh my gosh, that boomerang is an absolute game changer right now. It's going to be something that Socrates talks a lot about, which is sort of anti-sophistry. And to him, this is a little bit of an oversimplification, but the sophists were these people that were like, we're going to teach you how to do stuff, right? You need to know how to write a law brief so that you can sue somebody. I'm going to teach you. You need to know how to speak persuasively. I'll tell you, right? And kind of the image that we get of a lot of the sophists is that speech is a method of obtaining desired political outcomes, right? And not for Plato and Socrates, speech would be the method of pursuing philosophy, which is the way that you... Oh, we found a medical herb. Which is the way that you like interact with the world, and ultimately, as I think, and I've been influenced by greatly by Foucault on this. Ultimately, speech is one of the manners of interacting with the world that allows you to care for the self. Why do you care for the self? Well, because it's yours, and like one day you're gonna die, and you want to be prepared for not being around anymore. And one of the ways that you do that is you take care of yourself. And there are all different ways to do that. So Socrates is basically going to say, like, there is a... I don't think I needed to go that far. Oh, no, I do. I have to drop into Ghost Land. Boop. How far? Oh, I went too far. I got in an extra battle because I'm silly Billy. Oh, maybe I'll be able to get these tail eaters with one. Nope, never mind. Man, they have a good sweet breath. Sweet breath. So basically, it's kind of it's a conversation both about how do you learn and what is the purpose of speech, particularly social and political speech. I would argue that now, and likely as well in ancient Greece. I'm not sure that there was a time when this was not true, but anyway, like speech is inherently political because it is the manner by which we interact intersubjectively in the world. And I use the word speech quite broadly there. We might say something like speech act or language, right? Heidegger is going to say language itself speaks, and he's talking about like what it is that makes being able to sort of interact with itself, right? What makes us Dasein people, human peoples, able to do this interacting thing is the fact that like language is a speaking thing. Language is a communicating thing. And it's a part of like how we do being in the world, right? You can't be in the world in a meaningful way without some sort of speech. Again, interpreted very broadly. Like you don't have to be, ooh, Hassan level 12. This is really good for me. You don't have to be, I'm going to go ahead and do a heal. Wait. I'm going to do a heal for everybody. Okay. Man, we spent 2/3 of the episode just getting back here. Speech is interpreted very broadly. Intersubjective communication. And not even necessarily intersubjective, like interbeing, right? My interaction with looking at the beautiful mountain vista depends on speech. Because the way that I see it and take it in and understand what it is and why it makes me feel the things that it does is like about language. So there's all that. So yeah, they're going to get into it, and there's going to be a lot of talk about like what is the purpose of it and what does it do and how should you use it. Socrates is going to be really interested in the fact that Gorgias like sells his lessons on like how to do a good speech to the highest bidder, like charges a price for teaching. In general, that was not something Plato was big into. It's sort of up in the air whether or not Socrates actually had that big a like cared that much about it. Partly because he was of the upper class and he was wealthy enough to sort of get by. But he also didn't really make money in the way that a lot of the like upper class guys did. Something that's really interesting is that Socrates probably survived for quite a while on his reputation as both a soldier and a statesman. He was a very well-respected soldier who saw many battles in the war with the Persians. And there are stories about him being especially hardy. Did I go and get this thing? No, there's nothing there. Like he would, up in the mountains, he would stand in the snow and like think about things for hours and be fine, like while other guys were like cold. So there's this sort of like myth of Socrates that goes beyond the fact that he was this sort of like itinerant philosopher. He was also an accomplished and respected soldier and statesman. So this isn't just, we shouldn't characterize this. I think sometimes, Socrates gets characterized as this sort of like Diogenes of Sinope kind of character. Diogenes of Sinope was the one who was kind of the leader, quote unquote, of the Cynics. And let's go ahead and do a heal here. I think I might need 2. Let's do 1 for everybody. Oh, nope. There's no one in that direction. Okay. So it's kind of a big deal that Socrates is speaking with Gorgias. Whatever. However you want to say his name. These are two like pretty well-respected people having a conversation about, this was like a big debate, right? This was, if you're familiar with the Foucault-Chomsky debate, or like, I don't know. There's not a lot of really good like debates for the public good anymore. Maybe like there was the Ken Ham Bill Nye one, but that was kind of silly because it was Bill Nye just like imploring Ken Ham to like do actual science, and Ken Ham being like, I don't care. So that was sort of silly. But that sort of thing. Like, so it's, metal slime. Oh! I want these guys to hang around because they are... They give you... Darn! They give you, like, mega everything. Oh. Excuse me? There we go. What do we got? Bronze knife. Who wants to use a bronze knife? Bran has too many things. Small metal, give to the sack. Let's go ahead. Oh, he doesn't. I was gonna say, let's go ahead and use some medical herb. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. I hate this so much. Surely he has taken it from the sack. Okay, we'll do that. He'll use it on himself. Cool, we're doing good. And last one. Equip? Brantley cannot equip the bronze knife. I don't know who can. Maybe it's for our lady friend. Slime Knight's back. Hey, guys. Ba-ba-da-bop. Do best. Do best. Nice. Yeah, so anyway, it's that's all just, context basically, but it's a really interesting debate because it's about like, what is the purpose of speech? How do you learn? Like, should you be teaching people to basically get others to do what you want for them? I think that's an important fur mantle. I think that's an important political question. Because it's basically saying, like, what is the nature of politics? Like, why do you do it? Why have influence? I just realized it's Fireball with one L. Furibel. Furibel. Get out of here. Oh, man. No, that's okay. We'll just punch him. Pew. Peep. Peepus. Uh-oh. Good. What sweet nectar. Hello. Excuse me. What? Who? You want a drink, right? Someone else after my precious nectar, trying to take my grandma grease.
Randy knows what you're up to.
Trying to steal my grandma grease.
I cannot allow that. You might make a tasty meal yourself. Whoa!
The greasiness can stay. I would love to dab at this with a Papa John's napkin.
Oh, man. Well, what's he doing? Casts upper. What? Oh, man.
We've easily tripled the amount of grease we're getting off this grandma.
Ouch. Huh. Sap. Uh-oh. Did I just lose all my magic points? No. I lost a bunch of magic points, though. Yeah, I guess we'll just keep fighting. Oof, 22 damage. Jump kick, we're getting like 20 a turn. Oh my gosh! Item. Oh, he doesn't have any in his hands. Okay, that was brilliant lights, birth force. I don't know what happened. Perhaps I have the message speed on too fast, but otherwise it would just, you know. Oh man, he's sapping my powers. Oh, 28 damage for Hassan. Yeah, he's making me not so good. Hassan, no! Ah! Okay, let's do a heal. Let's do a heal there too. No! No! Oh, this guy's not messing around. What is that? Uh-oh, we got a dizzy boy. No, he missed. Oh, man. Defense down so far. Come on. Ugh. Yeah, I guess we'll just keep... Ugh! Yes! Ugh. Ooh, 25! That's not messing around. Okay, let's do a heal for Bran. Oh, he's out of MP! Let's go! Yeah! Ow! That's the ceiling! Let's go! Awesome! We beat that loser. That felt great. Hey, we'll see you next time on Pete Plays when we're going to get some dirty nectar dripping from the ceiling of a cave. We'll see you then. Bye.
You said, "Hi, welcome to Pete Plays."
Hi, welcome to the authoritarian takeover of Pete Plays.
What everyone does in the face of attack. Endlessly spin the ship.
Hey, remember when one shark attacked me?
Up from the grave he rose!
Thanks for the coins. Here's my poster.
The name is Ramen Flowbottom.
I hope they remember you, shark.
Orlington.
No! I'm trying to not get hit by these things!
Everything's normal.
Shimbo.
Okay.
Consider this interview concluded.